Hello, and welcome to 4 Minute Firsts, where we give you a fast first impression of a new #1 comic in 4 minutes or less. As promised, we'll be coming at you this week and next to highlight a couple of comics that we at Nerds on Earth are supremely excited about: X-Men Gold and X-Men Blue. First up is the Gold team, comprised of Kitty Pryde, Colossus, Old Man Logan, Nightcrawler, Storm, and Prestige, or Rachel Summers. Now let me just begin by saying the staff behind this book is absolutely amazing, and each has long lists of credits working for both Marvel and DC, as well as other publishers and even mediums, including television and movies in some cases. I'm always excited to lay eyes on some new talent, but I also very much appreciate handing this book off to some seasoned veterans. Now, X-Men Blue's credit page is awash with A-list talent as well, but we'll get to them next week. For now, let's talk first about Marc Guggenheim's writing. He deals really well with the prejudicial rhetoric, the us versus them, humans versus mutants, Homo sapiens versus Homo superior, and the depictions of its effects on both those it targets and those it indoctrinates. And this might be what I love most about what this series promises so far, in part because the company the X-Men have kept over the last long while has been other heroes, where this dichotomy and tension that has so long defined and shaped the X-Men can't really exist. To quote Guggenheim himself, after no more mutants and utopias and messiah complexes and AVXs and E's for extinctions and Terrigen myths, the X-Men are no longer facing some existential threat, which means that they're free to cut loose and go back to saving a world that hates and fears them. Finally, it took Marvel long enough, am I right? Sheesh. Now, Guggenheim also brought some solid humor to the table, and I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting to laugh as much as I did, but it was a pleasant and repeated experience in this first issue, and it feels like he's setting Kitty up to be the star early on, which I totally dig. She's undeniably in charge both on the battlefield and on the PR front as the face of the X-Men, and it works beautifully. Now, the whole blue team, gold team shtick is a callback to the early 90s when the original X-Men, who had been serving as X-Factor, joined with a larger cast of mutants and are split into two strike teams. X-Men #1, written by Claremont, sold over 8 million copies. It was subsequently awarded the Guinness World Record for best-selling comic of all time at the 2010 San Diego Comic-Con. So it's no small wonder that so many have been excited for this book and its sibling. And bringing that 90s feel to the modern era artistically are Ardian, Syaf, Leisten, and Frank Martin. Lots and lots of cross-hatching and great use of color to convey both mood and tone throughout. R.B. Silva and Ken Lashley will also be a part of the rotating cast of artists to bring this book to bear bi-weekly. Now, all in all, this book looks to be a must-read for X-Men fans. If X-Men Blue is half as good as Gold, we're going to be spoiled for quite some time. Now that'll do it for this 4 Minute First. Snag yourself a copy of X-Men Gold from Comixology or your local comic shop using the comic shop locator in the description below. You will thank me later. In the meantime, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Visit nerdsonearth.com for all things nerdy, and tune in next week for a fast first impression of X-Men Blue. Later, nerds.